The first week where the bird came, okay, I posted it on Instagram, and a girl named Netta reached out to me 2 days later on Facebook. A girl who I don't really know well, but like I kind of see her face here and there. And she said that there's a guy, Don Gramezian, who gave a whole speech about a bird that came to his window, something that happened years ago that he shared last night. So this is on Tuesday. She told me about a speech Monday night. She's like, you should listen to the lecture. I listened to the lecture and I was like, this is my situation. I got a bird throwing itself at my window. Okay. Don spoke to a rabbi who helped him break it down. Okay. And what happened was that there was a person who had passed away that was trying to give Don a message. So I go to this rabbi, and this rabbi doesn't meet anybody, and it's before Passover, and he won't meet, like, people who are dying of cancer, he won't meet them. He met with me, which was huge. Okay, he gave me like a 25-minute session. I videotaped it. I didn't really like what he said. Okay, I was like, I'm open to it. I don't really know. It's not sitting well. Let's move on, whatever. That was that journey. Pause that. The bird started now going to my husband and my daughter, my middle daughter. My husband and middle daughter have been telling me, it's now here. This is the guest house where my husband, like, that's his like man cave. It's inside. And then it just bangs, it throws itself on the window. And then Maya's bedroom is here, and it'll go to her two windows also. It used to go over there. Yeah. So as soon as I was like, I'm not hearing this message, it's not coming the way I want to hear it, right? My tikkun, right? My husband kept saying, I think I know what it is. And I had a girl that I would carpool with to Gan Israel. In 2013, she was diagnosed with cancer. And I didn't know her. I just knew that on Mondays she drives and I drive on Fridays. That's all I know. When I heard this, I felt compelled to, we're a community, right? You feel just compelled. So I started going to chemo with her. I shaved her head. I would meditate with her.
There it is, by the way.
Yeah. I would meditate with her. And she said to me one day, she said, please watch out for my kids. And when did I tell you the story? I'm sorry. And when my daughter is of age to start dating, I want you to tell her these things, okay? So Shabnam and Maya kept telling me,
so she passed.
The girl is, she passed. Kept telling me the oldest daughter is that age. You didn't keep your promise.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God, I can't have this conversation. And I was trying to convince myself it's anything but. The bird is still here, so maybe that's not it. But, okay, so I reach out to the girl. And I was like, hi, who is this girl? This girl, I see her around, okay? She teaches Maya at Emek on Fridays, okay? And she teaches like a beautiful class, I don't know what it is, like femininity or like something like cool. Huh? She's 19, okay? So I reach out to her and I'm like thinking she thinks I'm nuts 11 years later, Here I am, and I'm like, do you want to go to breakfast? I'd love to get together with you. She's like, sure. We go to breakfast, and the conversation naturally turns to her mom, okay? So I say to her, your mom wanted me to tell you a few things when you're the age that you are now. Would you like to hear it? And she says, yes. And I told her, I'm like, I might not say it the way your mom would say it. I may not emphasize what your mom would have emphasized, but I'm going to do my best. And I tell her what her mom wanted me to say. And then I ask her, do you ever have dreams about your mom, or do you ever feel your mom? And she's like, Sarah, this is the weirdest thing, but they recently moved, okay, from the house where the mom passed away into a new house in a new community. And she was very worried that when she goes to the new community, how are things gonna go? She said that when they moved to this new community, a lady came and sat next to her. And when this lady sat next to her, she felt a surge of her mother's energy. And she's like, I don't know what that was. It was, I don't know, maybe I'm making it up. Maybe, I don't know. She didn't have words for it. So there's a concept in Kabbalah that souls migrate, okay? So her mom's soul could have gone into this lady just to be with her for a little bit, right? Just to finish something, whatever it is. So I explained that to her, and meanwhile, waterworks. And I was like, who was she? Can I ask who she was? It was the girl, Netta, who had sent me the video. Wait. Okay, wait. So I was like, wow, very interesting, very cool. So around the same time that Goli's mom, Shabnam, was sick, there was a boy who had leukemia. Okay, I didn't know the boy, I didn't know the mom, but I started having holidays at my house. I started having women's classes, like this kind of thing, in his honor in my house, and I didn't know him. Okay, put that story on hold. Goli tells me that her mom used to say Tehillim, prayer, Psalms, and she had a list of people she would pray for. Okay, and she would see in her school at Emek, they put a list of people that they pray for on the board. So the kids have these names in mind. Okay, and she's like, I saw the list at school and I was like, it's so beautiful. I wish I could pray for all these people, but I can't. I'm gonna pick one name. So she just randomly picks a name off of the board. She's like, I didn't know if this kid is an adult. Does he need to get married? Is he sick? Does he have the flu, or is it something serious? He's like, I just picked a name, and I'm praying for this name every single day for the past 11 years, okay? She's now in her new community, and her brother is a little quirky, and, he's just, how kids are. They have their own style. And there's a boy that plays with her son, her brother, okay? There's a boy that comes and grabs his hand and plays with him, and she's so relieved that, like, we're in this community and he's being welcomed. Who is that little boy?
Oh my gosh.
The little boy is the boy that she was praying for all these years. She matched the name. Who is it? It's Neda's son.
Oh my God. Wow.
How unreal.
Wow. Is this what the rabbi told you to?
The rabbi didn't tell me any of that. It's, you have to dig it up. That was why my husband was very hesitant with me going to the rabbi, because it's in you. Someone else can't tell you. Maybe they have insight, maybe they can give you clues, and I'm happy I went to him. That was part of my process, maybe to dig deeper within myself. But nobody can tell me what I need to do. I need to dig deep. It's between me and the Creator. That's the difference between, what?
How do you dig deep?
You just dig deep. You ask, you pray, you meditate, you try to pick away at your tikkun. What is it? What are the lenses? And it's not over. The bird is still coming. Apparently, like, there's something more going on. But it's led me to see that. And then you see, like, how the Creator works.